the catch. He already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. And when you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
Back to throw, it's Fowler Nicolosi. Caught near the sidelines, he'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he can see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
It's complete to the left. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. With the run on 1st and goal. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado State. The field position was bad. The finish was great. Great way to answer that poor field position.
Poor field position, no problem. How about it? Great job by the offense coordinator. This offense getting in a good rhythm early, even backed up, even in a predictable situation. Great job coming out.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Colorado State 7, LSU 0.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First down here for the offense. He wants to throw. Snagged in the middle, it's Taylor. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him too. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to it. Looking to scramble. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Caught in the backfield, it's Durham. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that 1st down marker.
I think fans get upset sometimes. Like, run your route past the sticks so we get the 1st down. But nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the 4th down.
He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
The Tigers with the 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Gets rid of it. Caught near the sideline, it's Lacey. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. 6th play of the drive coming up. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. On the move, he fires. He's got an open man. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
Makes the catch. It's Daniels.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves over.
This offense has a 2nd down play. They want to just keep throwing it. Fires on the move. It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. To the air, it's Nussmeier. He looks that one in nicely. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
That's reeled in. It's Thomas. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Well, 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 somebody's been doing their box jumps.
You ain't lying. Getting up in the air. Hey, listen, I'm taking a picture of that, saving it. That might be my screensaver on my phone. That vertical way up in the air.
And they tacked on the extra point. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. But see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Just enough time for one final play of the half. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. We've got a good one going here in the 3rd quarter, all tied up as he's set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, that get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Quickly to the tight end. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his 2nd catch of the game.
Fast motion from the offense. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
I think sometimes you can overthink things a little bit as a play caller. And on 4th down, I know you got a receiver who's really fast, and you're trying to get him the football and see if he can get to the perimeter of the field. But the defense was waiting on it. That was maybe a little bit too obvious, and I think you can put that 4th down fail on the play call.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on 1st down.
Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. He caught it! Touchdown, Colorado State! And that one will give them the lead. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And the extra point was good. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line.
ESTY Wars on Streamview.com. Remove the space at PID3HX.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. He's going to run it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You can clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
Fires downfield. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Oh, the ball's on the ground. Oh, looks like the offense was able to recover it.
And as a defense, you just want to steal some possessions, create some turnovers. You force the fumble, but man, what a break for the offense to fall back on it. Those are moments that you just get a little bit frustrated because it's the luck of a bounce.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on 1st down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He'll fire to his right. Fires and picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's brought down, but this interception, a huge play to end this quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Colorado State 14, LSU 7.
First down to start the drive after the break. He's looking to throw it. He lobs one high down the left side. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
Ooh, you're living dangerously now. You've got the lead late in the game. Don't do anything to turn it over, and they almost did throwing it there. If I'm the head coach now, I'm thinking, man, let's just run the ball.
Fires to the big fella. Still on his feet at the 45. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the 1st down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
And just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot, you start trying to aim it, you really, really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do. But over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone, the offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit...
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Big third down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. Back to pass, it's Fowler Nicolosi. Unloads to the wideout. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Let's go. Now we got ourselves a ball game. This one looked like it was almost over in the 2-minute situation. Get a few first downs, walk out of here with a W. No, sir. Defense forces the turnover. Offense, it's your turn.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Looking to move it through the air. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Catch in the middle, it's Daniels. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Makes the grab, it's Durham. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on first down, extending the play. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Well, it's the fourth quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Steps away. Trying to make magic on the scramble. When you've been around like this guy has, you know how valuable picking up the first down with your feet can be. LSU now operating in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. The throw. With the catch, it's Parker. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Moves away as he feels pressure. Unleashes to the end zone. And the pass is caught for a touchdown. And it looks as if we could be headed to overtime.
And they desperately needed that touchdown. Now it's miracle time. We got to kick this onside kick and somehow find a way to boot a long field goal and maybe win this thing at the buzzer.
To the air, it's Nussmeier. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
They did the right thing by going for two to try to make this a field goal game, but the defense comes up with a stop. Not a lot of time left now, but there is still a chance. There's a window of opportunity. They only need a field goal now to pull this one out.
Down for the offense. It's a draw. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He makes the connection. And that is how we will wrap this one up. Well, how about this one? A fun one. These guys came in as underdogs, and they walk out as the winner.
They didn't care they were unranked. That's not what they were worried about. Oh, this team's ranked. They weren't looking at them any different. They were looking at to come in and get the W and execute. Great job believing they could come, Jesse, and knock them off.
Yeah, you're right, David. This team came in with something to prove, and they knew they had a national audience that was going to be paying attention to this game. What a great job going out under the lights, big-time stage against a ranked opponent, and really putting their A game out there on the field.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of... Austin, Texas, home to technological and cultural advances, but for everything going on in this city, the hub is bathed in burnt orange, and it is DKR and the Texas Longhorns. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here. You know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Kansas Jayhawks, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Longhorns will boot it away to start the game. Fielded in the end zone, it's Wilson. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. On 1st down, here comes this offense. On the ground, it's Neal. At the 35, he's got room. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. He's at the 10. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board.
7, Texas.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Line gets set, 1st down. Wide receiver shows motion. Leaves it with the back. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20 and pick up a 5.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but That usually equals a first down every couple carries, so don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
On the option. He'll toss it. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Texas.
Now on first down from the 28. Using his legs, it's Blue. Quick step and go. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on.
And the pass hits, picked off. Looking for more room. He's at the 40, the 20, the 10. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Kansas. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's able to sneak his way across the 20 and steps out at the 21. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world.
And that pass is intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And you don't see this very often. The big defensive linemen, you see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is it, Palmer, when it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception?
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. Give to the running back. They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Wants to throw. It's Daniels. And that ball is picked off. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over. Move it behind you. Some play.
Lost one deep down the right side. Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, Texas.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Oh, he's going to go for the return. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13.
Take over. First and 10.
The Kansas offense returns to the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this way.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. They'll give it to the back. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
Picks up 3. Third down coming. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Kansas 14, Texas 7.
Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Got room at the 35. And he's running in the open. At the 20. Touchdown, Jayhawks. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Lining up for the PAT.
On for the extra point.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper came on that scintillating 78-yarder for 6. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
To kick it off. Texas.
Coming out with it, it's Golden. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
First and 10.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And they get him down.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Trying to make magic with his feet. He saw just enough daylight to move the sticks and get it done with his legs.
2nd and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Ewers. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
This time he's got it. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. He's going to pass. A shot toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Dances away from the heat. Unleashes one. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David, and you've got to think they're going to try to click it right down. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Feet in the end zone, looking to fire. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. And the Jayhawks will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. A fair catch is called for. It'll give them great field position. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really, really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
To throw, it's Ewers. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, that's the 2nd pick in as many series now for this quarterback. But, David, I love the defense right now and the way they're reading and reacting to all these route concepts. I mean, they are all over these guys on the back end.
All over the field, making plays. Listen, you're supposed to...
The expressway is wide open. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Now on the option. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. He'll ride his man on the option. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Snags it over the middle. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Timeout, Kansas.
The Jayhawks have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Showing the arm strength to the left. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on him, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that thing tipped to another defender, and it was an interception, but great cover.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Single back formation, and they give it to him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Kansas 21, Texas 7.
All teed up and ready to go here in the second half.
Texas.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. Offense getting set for 1st down. Dropping back, it's Ewers. Pocket starts to collapse. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. No good place for a turnover, but this one is particularly bad, and they've got it at the 20-yard line.
Man, this is how we do it. Defensively, you go into halftime, you make adjustments. You talk about, we've seen them do this, we've seen them do that. Let's get ready for it. Let's have a plan. Plan executed. You could tell they knew what was coming, did a great job defensively, forcing an interception right out the gates to start the second half.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Jayhawks come to the line in the hurry up. power football with the run. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Rock Chalk. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And he's in for his 3rd rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone.
Texas.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Texas offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score.
Can anyone catch him? He's inside the 40. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has...
Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage. The number 1 job is to protect their quarterback, and they did not.
They did not, but my number 1 job as a defensive lineman is to attack your quarterback and get him on the ground just like this, get in the sack, rattle this guy as much as you can, as many hits as possible on these quarterbacks.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Now the pitch. Got enough space, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job, and that helped lead to the home run.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was closed out by the fantastic 25-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone. It's Wilson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Kansas offense returns to the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer,
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Oh, the fumble and the defense got it. Touchdown, Texas! Don't just get the ball, score with the ball, and the defense did. The defense striking with a scoop and score touchdown.
And defense is about getting guys to the football. Sometimes you just get that hit, the ball pops out, more guys swarming to the football. Great effort, scoop that thing up, now do some damage with it. You always wanted to play offense anyways. Convert that defensive player, offensive player, give me that 6.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They're lining up to kick it away, and that defense salivating after getting the scoop and score. He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. This game might be out of reach by now, Jesse, if not for the benevolence of these guys.
I tell you, I give them credit offensively because they've been aggressive. They just haven't always been calculated, David. They've been way too cavalier with the football.
Aggressive and reckless. Like there's a difference between the two. They've had some success and they've been good, but make sure that my bat isn't turning the football over and giving the defense easy opportunities to score.
At the 45 on his way. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the running back. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Looking to pass. It's Daniels. Throws to the tight end. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Love the effort on defense that time. That looked like that was going to be a completion downfield, but the physicality of the defender jarred the ball loose.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Kansas 28, Texas 21.
2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. Motion from the offense. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Looking for room at the 30. Running toward the tape. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Listen, the big hog mollies up front, the big offensive line paved the way for a big 1st down.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the 4th. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the 4th quarter. And he's going to try to return this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
Smart offensive coordinators, they're going to throw deep balls, especially those 50-50 balls you hear about all the time. My wide receiver is better than your DB. Not on this play.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Off play action. Getting some heat. Got his man to the left. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down.
Well, that play-action fake, it just froze the defense for a split second. That allowed the tight end time to work his route, get vertical down the field, and pick up a big gainer for the offense.
Give to the back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking for space. It's Neal. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big third down. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Quick completion on the out. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. That's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
Carrying the ball with attitude down to the 42.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. The give from the gun. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Snares it outside. It's Skinner. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. On second down, wants to throw. That's caught. It's Neal. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. The Jayhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Spits it out to the back. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that.
All tied up, under a minute to play. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Guys, this is the kind of finish we hoped for. Tie game. Offense with a chance to grab the lead in the waning moments. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are. It's late. Everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking downfield. It's Daniels. Snags it. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk. And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
They'll need to be very sound here. Limit this return and put this game in the hands of their defense to salt it away. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Okay, one possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure we're taking some shots down the field, chewing up some yards. Jesse, the defense will be vulnerable here.
Yeah, and I think because of that, David, offensively, you got to have a plan. You got to know where your best matchup is out on the perimeter and who can make the big catches here in small windows.
On second down, wants to throw it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it's caught inside the 20. Offense uses a timeout, 17 seconds left on the clock. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Buys a little time. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Fires to the tight end. And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the first down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory. And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Trying to pound it in. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. The big fellas line up in a goal line defense. Looking to throw, it's Ewers. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And what a way for this defense to end it. A pick as time runs out.